get that, kid.
Don't like you never did.
You better not cross his path.
He's a chain-smoking alcoholic sociopath.
God wants you to give me your money. God needs me to have your money. If I'm lying, may Jesus strike me dead.
Ain't nothing mysterious about that.
Missed again, broken head. Now you owe me $7 trillion.
Kevin told Allen that he didn't have any money because he was poor and had no job skills, and because Mike Harris had bent the old man over and given him a good stiff reaming. Then he reminded the goose that what little money he did manage to scrape up, he quickly spent on cough syrup and smokes, because that's what Allen kept telling him to do if he wanted to keep his soul.
Touché. Speaking of, how about we get ourselves nice and tight and see if we can't take the edge off some?
And that's when I pissed myself and the guy dressed as a lizard laughed so hard he puked in the plastic lizard head. Fuck, I laughed. Hey boy, nice shooting, you crazy bastard. Jeez, you suck. You couldn't hit the broadside of your old lady's ass if you was standing in its shadow.
Neither can you most nights, you fat drunk bastard. Jesus Christ, this is nice. We ain't been out as a family in a long time.
That's mostly because Brokenhead spent so much time in custody he ain't never around.
Like you're any better.
You can still make me laugh, baby.
I bet that ain't all I can still make you do.
Holy smokes! It's like watching two sea lions fight.
Oh, yes. Hey.
Quit staring, boy, you're weirding me out.
Yeah, take your gun and go find something to do while your daddy and me renews our vows. Oh, yes, baby. Oh, boy, you're amazing, sweet daddy.
Kevin was amazed. He'd managed to shoot the bear just in time to save his own life. Then some men who worked at the dump called the police, and Kevin was arrested for hunting out of season, illegal possession of a firearm, and aggravated assault because Allen had told him to punch one of the cops, so he did.
You're a mere child. What kind of world do we live in where the powers that be would feel compelled to house a boy of such a tender age in the harsh and brutal confines of an adult prison?
Kevin told the funny talking man that it was a kind of world where if you racked up 106 felony arrests by your 13th birthday, you'd pretty much ruled out juvenile detention centers. Then Kevin told the man that if it wasn't for the Young Offenders Act, he'd be doing a life sentence. Then Kevin laughed really hard, because that was the kind of thing he thought was funny.
Cease with the macho rhetoric, son. I see right through you. You're a frightened lamb trying to compensate by exaggerating your exploits in order to garner a prison reputation so the other convicts won't try to make you their bitch. Trust me, I've seen it before. Oh, hell, I even made a movie about it. Perhaps you remember the made-for-TV classic, I Don't Catch, My Anus, My Life, the Gary Smith story.
The law had stripped him of his freedom. Society had thrown him away into the harsh and brutal world of adult prison. They'd taken everything he held sacred and drowned it in a tub like a Chinese baby at the hands of its government. All but one thing, his dignity. And to stop that, this boy would have to become a man. Don't miss I Don't Catch. My Anus, My Life, the Gary Smith story, tonight at 9.
Kevin asked the man if he was really a successful television producer and why he had such an anal fixation.
Yes, and none of your business. Now, why don't you tell me the real reason you're here? What could an innocent scamp like you possibly have done to land himself in this barbaric hellhole?
Kevin told the man with the ass thing that for the first time in his life, he was wrongfully incarcerated. Kevin said he had acted in self-defense to save himself from being mauled by a bear, just like the lead character in Polar Adams, the cheap Canadian knockoff of Grizzly Adams.
And action!
This really isn't your first time behind bars.
Kevin laughed again. Then he said he'd tell the man his life story for $20 and some smokes.
Hey, Fatty, you up? Give me a smoke. Fatty, hey, Fatty. Hey, Fat, where your smoke at, Fatty?
Anastasia was still out cold from all the rye, so Percy figured he'd just help himself to some smokes. Then he figured he'd help himself to all of her money and ditch her and go drinking at the Peeler bar.
Jesus Christ, where the hell did she get all this?
Percy had never seen that much money before in his life. He knew that if he stole it from his wife, she'd wake up and come after him. So he figured he'd chain her legs together, so if she found him later, he could outrun her.
And that's when I pissed myself, and the guy dressed as the lizard laughed so hard he puked in the plastic lizard head. Fuck, I laughed.
That's funny, Percy. So how you be paying for this?
Cash money.
Whoa! Where'd you get that kind of money, Percy? You ain't working, are you?
Yeah, I got me a job. Look at me, I'm employed. Hey, you, get me one of them. Staple this. Tell Johnson in accounting he's fired. And tell him to suck my dick on the way out. Yeah, right, me working. That'll be the fucking day.
Hey, since you're flush, how about cleaning up your tab?
No.
Well, maybe I'll just cut you off then.
Like to see you try.
You're cut off.
Fine, I'll leave as soon as I'm finished this here drink.
Now.
You're gonna regret this, Marty. When you least expect it, I'm gonna get even with you.
Oh, I'm real scared, Spence.
Percy figured that ought to learn Marty a thing or two, and he aimed on getting out of there before the cops showed up. Percy almost made it to the door before he ran out of breath and decided to screw the whole getaway plan and sit down and finish his beer instead, since prison food was a whole lot better than any of the crap his old lady slapped in front of him.
That can't possibly be true. No one man can be that negligent. Methinks you are embellishing again.
I swear to God, I just tripped. I wasn't even going for your gun. Fucking screws. Oh good, you's here too. Give me a smoke, boy.
Kevin told the old man that he was out of smokes, and even if he did have some, he wouldn't give him one anyway, because he was a freeloading arsehole who never returned the favor.
Who puts the food on the table, broken head? You ever think of that?
Kevin told Percy that it was welfare who put the food on the table, and that he thought about it a lot, especially when he sometimes went to school and saw the rich kids who had lunch.
Fuck, boy, how many times I gotta tell ya? Just take someone else's lunch. Ain't no one gonna say nothing on account of your head problems.
Leave him alone. He's just an innocent child.
Who, him? Oh yeah, he's real fucking innocent. Ain't that right, boy? Hey, you got any smokes? Attaboy, don't take no shit.
Do you really think that's a proper thing to be teaching your son?
First of all, he ain't never learned nothing halfway useful before. And secondly, who gives a fuck?
It's no wonder he's been arrested so many times.
He ain't even close to catching up to the old man.
Listen, I just had an idea. I'm going to be getting out of jail in a couple of days, and I was thinking, I'm in the market for a new project, something dark and hard-hitting. How would you two feel about having a movie made about your life story? It'll be about your family, the two of you and your wife.
Kevin told them there was already a movie made about his mother, and it was called The Titanic. Kevin didn't know why it was so funny, because he'd honestly thought it was true.
Okay, here's what I'll do. When I get out, I'll arrange for my company to post your bail, then you two can act as consultants for the film. I really think this is an idea whose time has come. It can be a hard-hitting social commentary of the welfare state and the failure of government services and agencies to both recognize and provide proper social services to those most in need. What do you think? Oh my God!
I think I shouldn't have run so far after all that draft, but outside of that, you can count me in. Hey, hurry up with them snacks and beer, it's almost starting. Hey boy, stick another smoke in my smokinator. Snacks and beer!
Keep it in your pants, you fat bastard. I'm coming!
6 fucking months and it's still funny.
Shut up, the show's on.
Gosh darn you, Kevin Spencer. I wish you'd never been born.
Aw, fudge. That's all we need. Another gall darn mouth to feed. I'm going drinking to cope with my problems.
If you have something funny to say, Kevin Spencer, then why don't you share it with the rest of the class?
To hell with you and your whole damn educational system. Don't you get it? I'm poor and my parents are both alcoholics. What chance do I have?
You always were a lousy provider in every department. That's why I've been having sex with your friends.
I can't live like this! I'll show you, society. I'll show you all.
Little boy lost. The Kevin Spencer story will return in a moment.
What a whiny pussy. Man alive, am I ever glad you don't really speak, boy. Hey, someone re-beer my fucking hat.
Kevin, re-beer your daddy's fucking hat.
Kevin told his parents that he was sick and tired of babysitting the old man's drinking habit, and that if he wanted a beer that bad, he'd have to figure out a way to do it himself.
Ma, cup the boy.
Shut your face, the story's back on.
This ain't over, broken head.
Quiet the fuck up, fuck!
You were supposed to bring me cigarettes!
You shouldn't smoke in front of your son.
See, boy, I do love you.
The hell with my son. He's worthless, 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 worthless.
You got that right.
Quiet, fuck.
Kiss my ass, fatty. No, my fucking arms!
I warned you.
What? Nah, I passed out and missed the fucking end. Don't matter anyway. I pretty much know how it turns out. I end up still married to Fatty and the boy's still fucked in the head. What do you mean crying? Percy Spencer, don't cry. Or go to hell.
Hey, crybaby.
What the?
Nice purse. Do all the bitches in prison get one?
Fuck off.
Look, Mommy, it's the fat drunk man who cried in the prison after the other men touched him.
Go to hell.
I mean, you had to see this guy. He looked exactly like Percy, only not as dirty. He even cried like Percy. I know, because I remember the night Percy dropped his smokes in the urinal, then still tried to smoke them. Next time you see him, ask him about the pea smokes. Man, that was some kind of funny that night.
Give me a jug.
Can't. Draft order ain't come in yet.
Oh, that's just perfect.
Jeez, you ain't gonna cry or nothing, is you, pussy? Oh, I mean, Percy.
Hey, you got any pea smokes?
Take it easy, Perce. We was only teasing you on account of the movie last night.
That fucking movie. Whole goddamn town is laughing at me thinking I'm a bad father and shit.
And stupid. Don't forget stupid, because you were real stupid in the movie.
Hey, if and I was stupid, would I be sitting here on a work day with a purse full of drinking money?
Nah, you'd be working down at the soup kitchen.
The hell are you talking about, you stupid Mick bastard?
You, in the movie. You realized you were a fat, lazy loser, so you sobered up and found God and started working at the soup kitchen to help other people.
Loser? Sober? Working? Wait till I get my hands on that bastard. He's gonna have to make a fucking sequel to show what life was like for Percy Spencer after he got sent back to the joint for tearing some asshole TV producer a new one. Put that on my tab.
You ain't had nothing to drink yet.
Give me a couple of beers. I'll get that son of a bitch Blaine later. It was self-defense.
My client had no weapon. He wasn't attacking you. You showed up at his place of work smelling of liquor.
I always smell of liquor. That don't mean nothing.
Clearly my client was presenting no danger to you and your vicious attack was completely unwarranted. Isn't that right, Mr. Spencer?
Stupid fucking arm.
How long they give you? Well, it's funny. Yeah, fuck you too. I'll send a boy around with some smokes. I'm going out for a few months. If anyone asks them, tell them you're 18. Or write it down. Whatever it is you do.
Kevin was sad. He didn't like being in the house all alone because he was still just a kid. Most people thought he was older than what he was because of the drinking and smoking and all the felony arrests. But the more Kevin thought about it, the more he liked the idea of not having his parents around because that meant he got to wear the beer hat.
Oh, Dad, I know you tried to teach me right from wrong. I didn't really care. It's just my way, so there. Oh, Dad, I really tried for us to get along. You told me I was wrong. It's made my habit strong. You're my dad and you're my mom. It's a wonderful world when we're together. All the prisons in the world You were the one that came to comfort me. You helped me off the ground. You've really been around. I'm your son and you're my mom. It's a wonderful world when we're together. All the stories have been told, and still I'm here alone.
Home sweet home. What the hell's going on?
Thank Christ you're here, Percy. I didn't think you was ever gonna get parole. The boy's gone even more fucking nuts. He got a studio audience in every room, and he's filming everything. He's broadcasting it live on the internet.
What's that?
It's something to do with computers.
Computer. Fucking fad, that's all they are. Fuck off! Fuck off!
Don't do it, Percy. He's got the security lasers set up. Once you's in, you can't get back out of the house.
Quit being stupid, fatty. The boy don't know how to work no... Ah! Something's wrong with that kid.
His head don't like it never did.
You better not cross his path.
He's a chain-smoking alcoholic sociopath.
And that's when I pissed myself and the guy dressed as a lizard laughed so hard he puked in the plastic lizard head.